So I'm Adrian. I own the Homefront Museum here in Llandudno. It's a personal collection of Homefront related memorabilia I've been collecting for the last 40 years. I opened to the public 22 years ago. I'm on New Street in Llandudno, which is just round the corner from Wetherspoons, that well-known Llandudno institution. So right in the centre of town, just 2 minutes from the promenade. A whole mix of demographic visit the museum. So from school children, it's part of the national curriculum, all the way through to those who were actually there and remember the Second World War firsthand, and every age between. In primary school, they do about the Second World War and about the home front. So very often get visits from schools, and I have a historical interpreter who takes the children round and explains what the exhibits are. It's the vast majority I've just collected since I was 8. You have to remember, back in the 1970s and 80s, no one really wanted this stuff, so it was quite easy to find. My collection started with an incendiary bomb that landed on my grandparents' drive during the war. They lived on the Wirral, and in the May Blitz of 1941, hundreds of thousands of fire bombs were dropped on that area. They put it out with a bucket of sand, but when I was growing up, they used it as a doorstop, and so that just sort of sparked, if you excuse the pun, my fascination with this period. And then other family bits were brought out, and from there neighbours would say, "Oh, I've got a tin hat, I've got a gas mask," and that's how it grew, really, as all collections do. You know, there's a huge amount in the museum, and I don't think you can necessarily take it all in on your first walk around. And so many come back and say, "Oh, I didn't see last year," or "You've added that." Well, actually, I hadn't, but you know, they just didn't see it on their first trip. So there is so much in there.